what was supposed to happen there? Right as I loaded in there, I was supposed to do a side hop, which would have taken me out of the cutscene trigger. Then I would have skipped a 2-minute cutscene, which would have been very nice. Well, I mean, the cutscene skip's only like 8 minutes in. Considering the length of this game, an 8-minute in reset is not that bad. I didn't say I wouldn't reset at 8 p.m. I said that I didn't want to do runs starting at 8 p.m. But clearly we're doing runs starting at 8 p.m., so oh well. Thank you for the good luck, Miguel Yuki. I mean, yeah, I imagine charcoal toothpaste doesn't exactly taste good. Alright, cool, Z-Guy. Thank you for the good luck, and I'll see you later. Have a good night. Also, hey D-Penny, thanks for the good luck also. And thanks for stopping in when you could. I'm not going to be doing attempts all night. I need to be fixing my sleep schedule, not making it worse. I mean, that's part of the motivation for doing runs right now, because I keep on falling asleep at like 8 p.m. And then I'll wake up at like 11 p.m. and I can't fall back asleep until like 5 a.m. For some reason, my body really wants to do biphasic sleeping. But biphasic sleeping is annoying. I don't have any experience with doing that to shooters, so I wouldn't know. Also, hey Kaylee, thank you for the good luck. And thank you for the good luck as well, Metal Frost. Oh, you said shave your head? Okay, for some reason I read shave your heart, and I was like, that sounds a little bit dangerous, but whatever. Good eyesight I have. Probably not shooter, but you'd be surprised. Maybe another one for R- brand new sentence. Shave their heart has exactly 1 result. Alright, excellent. For 2nd place. Well, at least we've accomplished 2nd place in something today. Other than Skyward Sword. There we go. We finally did it. Google says 0 results, but 1 showed up. I don't know, Google's weird sometimes. Did we get that minecart thing to work? Yeah, we got it to work, but it's not consistent enough to do in runs, unfortunately. Nice. Nice. Make sure to not fall there this time. Oh, well, Chu committed suicide. So sad about that Chu right there. The best is when the Chu actually jumps all the way across the gap and manages to get you on the other side. Thankfully, that tends to not happen very often. Yeah, Spy's Wii Remote battery warning is the most helpful thing in this game. Do people run SS English? Yeah, there are some runners that play on English. The most notorious English runner is Indy Kenobi. Indy absolutely refuses to buy a Japanese copy of this game. Well, now the Japanese version is like 17 minutes faster than the English version. The English version does have an exclusive trick that they can do in the Ancient Cistern, but due to the RBM stuff that we have now, that trick only saves like a minute over Japanese. Whereas it used to save like 5 minutes. Can you run this digitally? You can download it on the Wii U, yeah. But as far as I know, the load times are slower, so probably wouldn't want to. Of course. Gotta have some mistake before the surface. First time that's happened ever since I came back. Hopefully it will never happen again. We jump off really early there because there's actually a cutscene trigger in the sky around the portal. But if we jump off of our loft wing, we can avoid the cutscene. Is my PB good? No, it is not. How much time save do I have? Quite a bit, actually. Not sure on the exact number. Also, thank you for the good luck granolans. No, there's no Song of the Heroes skip yet. If there was, you would have heard about it on Twitter. Song of the Heroes skip would save about 50 minutes. No one runs 100% at the moment. I don't know, because, like, if you want to run 100%, you'd probably have to reroute it with RVM right now. Well, that depends on, like, which version you're talking about, Ace Zephyr. If you're talking about the Hylia's Door Song of the Heroes skip potential, then that's how much it would save. But like, if we could load into Hylia's Trial early, like I've always tried to do in Back in Time, that would save about 50 minutes. No, 100% for this game, in my opinion, is not that exciting. What? Alright, well, apparently that was a bad beacon. "100% just has a lot of flying in it. Like, considerably more flying than any percent. Do we store Song of Time in this route? Unfortunately, that's not something we can do in this game. Also, thank you very much, DRZ1, for the 3 months of Twitch Prime. I'm glad you've been enjoying the stream, and please enjoy your yellow badge as well. Oops. Was not supposed to roll there. Really? Really? Oh, Jesus. I apparently can't play today. It's the second time I've barely been hit to death somewhere. Oh, right, there's no cutscene. To add on to the terribleness of this run. When do we zombie hover in this route? Good question. I forget. I have to look it up. Yeah, runs of this game are always done in hero mode. Thanks for the good luck, Jamala. Well, ESS isn't an exclusive glitch to any title. There are some optional break slides in this run we can do to save a few seconds which use ESS. But the most prominent glitch is back in time, which we do quite a lot of now. Also, I'm practically fighting to stay awake now. Why did I decide to do runs this late? I mean, I won't be doing runs tomorrow, because I agreed to do stuff with other people. This run does have a bunch of cutscenes, yeah. But a significant portion of them are skippable, thankfully. Just naturally. No, side hops are very rarely the fastest form of movement in this game. It's pretty much always like rolling and sprinting. And thanks for the good luck, Zaplink. I can address that in DMs, Jarhead. I don't really want to talk about that here. Thanks for the good luck, though. Favorite song in the game? Fi's Farewell. Favorite animation in the game? Girahim's slapping animation's pretty good. If you put your sword away at the beginning of the fight, Girahim just back smack, or like he backhands you until you pull your sword out. Yeah, and Girahim's slap does 2 hearts of damage, so apparently it really packs a punch. Skyward Sword ranks as the top spot along with Wind Waker for my favorite Zelda games. Yeah, the Skyward Strike is significantly more powerful in Hero Mode. The Skyward Strike we have right now with the Goddess Sword has as much power as a Master Sword Skyward Strike in normal mode. Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess kind of share a similar engine. Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are both based off of Wind Waker, but they're both, like, different variations on the Wind Waker engine. The recent big breakthroughs in this game were due to a glitch that I found called reverse BitMagic. And this glitch allows us to set what are known as scene flags on pretty much every map of the game except for Skyloft. So we can essentially make random things happen, or like, we can make different correlated events happen on Skyloft to affect what happens on other maps. And doing this has very useful effects for lots of stuff. Oh yeah, I mean, my run's invalid on old school SDA, because apparently if you died in a run on old school SDA, your run wouldn't be accepted if you died. Is RBM the RBA of this game? Not really. The only thing they share is that they manipulate memory values. The acronym similarities just happen to be a coincidence. I mean, that is kind of what I'm trying at, because I keep on falling asleep around this time each night, and then I sleep for 3 hours, and then I can't get back to sleep. And it's annoying. Alright, Deesh, thank you for the good luck. That's correct, Purple. So there are different areas in this game which each, like, certain areas will share what's known as like a scene flag space in the game's memory. But during Back in Time, we can affect the Skyloft scene flag space in Back in Time, but because we can also select files at the same time, changing the scene flag space on Skyloft at the proper time allows us to affect the scene flags that are in other areas. Alright. Oh, let's get the big one. Also, thank you very much for the 2 straight months, Steve Jabronis, and the 7 months in total. It's amazing how we almost die there, but just never quite do. Well, it's not really assembly level. Like, it has to do specifically with a byte that the game has, which tells it which array it's making changes to in the scene flag array. And that gets that byte changes, or that index changes when you select a file. So the game's like, oh, I need to write this bit into this part of the array. Okay, I'll do that. And hello, Willie J. So we're actually going to do an RBM right now. Our first one of the run. To activate back in time, we will die to this Deku Baba. I wonder if we should get those slingshot seeds right there. Or no, wait, we shouldn't get those because they wouldn't be saved. So on Skyloft, there are these logs that block the cave entrance that we normally have to go through. When you do back in time, those logs are set to not be cut right now, but cutting them sets a scene flag, and so I'm going to be starting file 1 and then cutting those logs so that I can apply that scene flag to file 1. I have to be careful about how I do this, though, because there's another trigger that's active right now, which I don't want to hit. Like that one. Why did I hit that? Should not have hit that. Well, try again. Losing more time. I thought the camera was fine for that, but evidently not. We're moving on the main menu because this is a glitch that we activated known as Back in Time, which allows us to play around on the menu, or the title screen. Yeah, that's true, Legend of Link, but I really would like to not lose time to things like this. That's just me. Alright, so I started my file and then cut down those logs. So that's actually going to set the bit in memory that says that the Farron Trial Gate has opened up. So I don't need the harp to open up the Trial Gate anymore. Yeah, the Skyloft is the map of the title screen, which is why it's on Skyloft. Now we're going to do Back in Time again, except this time we're going to perform a sequence break known as Early Thunderhead, and we're going to save our file back to Skyloft. Because the map that we're on is the exact same map that we play on in-game, we're just on a different state or layer of the map than we normally would be. So we can still access our save statues, and when you can save and select files at the same time, you get very interesting results. Specifically this time, with the bits that I had set on that file, I selected When you're in back in time, those bits actually get applied to Skyloft. And so, because of the bits I had set, I actually queued up a cutscene for a much later part of the game. For opening up the Thunderhead in the sky. So after I get this bottle, we're gonna fly there and get a song, even though we don't even have the harp yet. No, this doesn't skip the beginning. This skips, like, a 20-minute section that would normally happen after we get the harp. It does skip an imprisoned fight, though. So that blue portal on the Thunderhead is not supposed to be here yet. But we're gonna go in anyway. I mean, it's kind of stupid that we have to go in here at all right now. Because the entire reason we're going in here right now is so that we can get a song, because the song that we get in here is what changes the lair of Farron Woods to allow us to access the trial gate that we opened previously with RBM. But it's still faster to do this because it cuts down Skyview into a single trip. Base plant. Well, yeah, we still have to do early Thunderhead, but we wouldn't have to make this multi-minute trip here if the lair of Farron Woods was just set properly. Layers are always a problem when trying to speedrun this game. But yeah, we only have to go into the Isle of Songs once to get Ferori's Courage. You're supposed to get Nehru's Wisdom and Nehru's Wisdom and Din's Power later in the run also, but because of being able to open up trial gates, it's not necessary. Or well, we actually completely skipped the Lanayru Trial now in this route that I'm doing. Is all dungeons going to be a category? I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Unfortunately not, Z-Pac-Man. Wumbo Skip is still up in the air. Any percent skips completing the Lanayru mining facility and the sand ship. We currently can't skip any other dungeons. We need to complete Skyview so that we have access to the Elden region, and we need to complete Earth Temple so that we have access to the Lanayru region. We only need to beat Ancient Cistern, because if we don't beat the Ancient Cistern, then the game is going to crash when we try to fight the Imprisoned for the second time. And the only reason we need to beat Fire Sanctuary is because we need to open the Gate of Time. These Sky Tails are making me nervous. Oh yeah, casually the sand ship's really cool. Unfortunately, the sand ship's kind of boring in a speedrun, which is good for us because now we can skip the sand ship. Linear Mining Facility was pretty cool though. I like doing Linear Mining Facility. I mean, yeah, if you can figure out how to skip the second Imprisoned fight, then congratulations. You have successfully discovered how to skip the Ancient Cistern also. I mean, the Ancient Cistern doesn't take that long. We skip most of the Ancient Cistern anyway. I'm not sure about Imp 3. I want to say it would be fine, but I can't, like, say that without having tested it myself. Anyway. The first RBM that we did when we cut down the logs on the title screen is what spawned in this portal right here. Normally you can't do this until after you get the harp, but we're going to do this early, because getting the wire dragon scale is useful. Also, I forgot to split. Because normally we wouldn't be able to do this until about an hour and 40 minutes into the run. But thanks to the power of reverse BitMagic, we can do it an hour earlier. I think the Fire Sanctuary is pretty cool. No, we can't get into the Fire Sanctuary without the water basin still. It's very sad. We just need to be able to find bit DX10 on Skyloft, and then we'd be able to do it. Assuming we could also activate DX10 and back in time. But currently, DX10 remains unsolved and unfound. It's a mystery. Probably should have been more careful there. Nice. Last time I missed the log on the other side. I have no idea, Zacklink. There's no way to say for certain if something isn't used, really. We can only say for certain if things are used. It's one of those kinds of things. Well, okay, I should rephrase that. We can't find a specific trigger on Skyloft which uses bit 5DX10. Like, none of the events that we've done on Skyloft activate that bit. Hey Mopey, thank you very much for the good luck. So the proper term would be like, the bit appears to be unused. Nice. Song of the Hero skip would be possible if we could load back in time on Skyloft Layer 5, or if we could find bit 7x04 on Skyloft and load it in back in time. I probably died here like once or twice in a run, but not any time recently. Alright, well, we're way behind now, but I can save 5 minutes later, so... Well, no, it's not explaining things that's messing me up. My general play quality today has been really bad anyway. Before we discovered reverse BitMagic, the record for the category was a 4:50:59. So it was about 45 minutes longer than what it currently is. So this time we're not going to do any BitMagic. Instead, we're going to be doing a bit warp. So on Skyloft, we have these bird statues that we can use. So what we're going to do is I'm going to select Start on my save file at the same time that I save at a bird statue. And this is going to take my Skyloft coordinates and apply them to the map that I was saved on. Useful for warping around when the coordinates happen to just work out to be useful for something. And it does in this case for Skyview, because it allows us to skip like half the dungeon. So what actually happened is I actually saved my file onto Skyloft, but because of when I started my file, the game read that I was still saved on the previous map since the game didn't update the map that I was saved on in time. That's why we get this outcome. I wanted to pick up that red rupee. There are 2 enemies in here because this state of Skyview is kind of weird. This is the first time we're in Skyview, but it's in the state that it would normally be in the second time we come here. Because of the fact that we got the water dragon scale early. And this is why getting the scale early saves time, because now we only have to make a single trip to Skyview instead of 2. Because there's an item that we need to collect near the end of the dungeon that only appears in the second one. No, this isn't the same run since I reset it Girahim. Oh no, the door is locked. At least I saved time on Beetle. Exactly, Disc Choco. We can actually get the water the first time we come here. Also, because that Skyward Strike isn't possible in normal mode, this route only works on hero mode. Because we don't have the Hook Beetle right now, so we depend on the longer Skyward Strike to be able to get rid of those archers. Nope, the Skyview Spring Water, or the Sacred Water, only exists the second time you come to Skyview. Because the developers really wanted you to go through Skyview again. So they're like, sorry, water only appears here the second time. Because the dungeon is, like, substantially different the second time. Water wasn't invented yet, of course. Alright, let's not die to Girahim this time. If we do, then I'll probably stop, but hopefully that won't happen again. Also, thank you very much for the 21-month streak of the Tier 2 subscription, Tildamar. What? How did you grab me? Alright. Well. Ow. He's being really slow today. Really? Alright, well, that was really slow. Yeah, we made it past Girahim. That shouldn't be an achievement, but apparently tonight it is. Thank you for the good luck, Tokapa. Alright, Deesh, good night. Oh, wow. Didn't think I would run out of stamina there. That fairy was real close to trying to heal me. Also, thank you very much for the 13 months of Twitch Prime, the man. And thank you very much for the good luck. Yeah, the game still thinks that we're in the, like, second Skyview state, as evidenced by the fact that there is no Phi trigger here to actually take us out of the dungeon. So to get out of the dungeon, I have to go back into the boss room and die. And I can't open the door until it decides to stop glowing. Of course, we defeated Girahim, so now these three Stalfos take his place. So now we just gotta let one of them kill us while we sit back and do nothing. Who's it gonna be? Left, center, or right? Alright, center guy took the initiative. Alright, center guy got his paycheck. Congratulations, center guy. No, they just go, well, Girahim 1 has some sort of precedence in that room. I mean, that room is an entirely separate map from, Skyview. So, I don't know. Alright, now we go back to Farron. Since we only have one bottle, we want to just deliver the water now. And then, once we come back and beat Ancient Cistern, we'll be able to just pick up Scrapper right then and there. I don't believe this game has any updates. This game is also notoriously hard to get out of bounds in from a speedrunning perspective. Nice. Hello. Anyway. At least for the most part. Then there's random stuff like this, where you can just jump on this fence. And now we're out of bounds. Yay. And now Fi is out of bounds, so Link gets to talk to a wall. Thank you for the information wall. Yeah, English 1.0 I'm pretty sure had that update. To fix the Song of the Hero quest. Yeah, this is a dragon. She's just, like, injured right now. And she needs the water that we collected in Skyview to be healed. Dragon needs to hydrate, yeah. Speaking of hydrate, we shall hydrate. What other than this have I discovered in Zelda games? I mean, the other notable thing I figured out was the Morph hover in Wind Waker to get rid of the Fairy hover. Alright, let's pick up more water. I mean, Harp Cancel is like a few minutes, but Harp Cancel is nothing compared to RBM. The deal with this delayed clawshot route is that we can skip having to do the entire Lanayru Trial. Yeah, I found some TAS-only skips for Twilight Princess. But that was specifically because I was TASing. Now, you can complete Ancient Cistern before you go to Earth Temple. It's just slower. Because we need to end up going back to Farron Woods anyway. to collect the water basin to get into the fire sanctuary. So it's faster to do Ancient Cistern when you already have more items. We are actually behind by a minute. There are tools for tasking Wii games, but they don't include Motion Plus. They just assume a standard Wii remote, because not very many games use Motion Plus. So trying to task motion controls that have Motion Plus is not really something that we can do right now. Dolphin doesn't record those inputs when doing recording anyway. So the only version of Dolphin that you can actually, like, even make Skyward Sword tasks on is this really old 3.5, like, hacked branch that... I'm not really sure what it does, but it allows you to record the Wiimote inputs and actually play them back. Which current Dolphin versions do not allow. Well, I mean, like, there's not very much interest in trying to get taskable motion controls for the most part. It's only like a few people, so it's not exactly high on the developer, like, priority list. Because we have been in talks with one of the lead developers of Dolphin, or at least me and one other person who's interested in tasking Skyward Sword. But especially, like, with this stuff being found now, there's no, like, saying, like, how much stuff we'd be able to find later on. Alright, let's do another bit warp, guys. This is going to send us straight into the Elden Cave so we can go get the digging mitts. Also, we need to take damage, so we're going to take 4 hearts. Hopefully we don't die again. At least not until I want to die. Oh, that actually got all of them. Usually that does not get all of them, so I'm surprised. Wow, I didn't die in front of a bomb explosion. How did that happen? I honestly have no idea why that works. Just kind of does. Alright, Spee, we'll see you later. Thank you for the good luck. Oh, well, thank you, Kim. Glad you enjoy the Zelda runs. Dang it, Link isn't walking around in circles.
Hey!
Alright, now that I've saved, I can die again. The capture card I'm using is an Elgato HD60 Pro, the internal capture board. Or capture card, not board. Alright, let's go to bed. I'm feeling kind of sleepy, guys. So there's a house in here, and we're gonna go sleep. And alright, bedtime's over. Everyone wake up. So I need to activate nighttime bit on Skyloft here. Because the flag that I want to set can only be set during the nighttime. And that specific flag is opening up the shed that leads to the pathway to the Tro's house. So we opened up the shed, and that caused a bit change on this map. Now with that bit changed, I'm going to save again, and then we're going to die again. Because now I need to do a different RBM to apply a specific flag to file 3. This is actually a good example of being able to see like the effects that we apply to the Eldon file, because we applied the shed opening cutscene to the Eldon file. So now we can actually get the shed opening cutscene to play if we select the Eldon file and then bonk into this tree. Like so. And now the shed is open. Specifically, I need to open the shed here so that I can get down under here. Because there's a door here that I want to open. Now we have to look at a spooky file. We care about Batro because there's a specific flag that gets set which I want to apply to my third file. It's the reason that I saved my third file right at the beginning of the game. I need an early game file to achieve a specific outcome in back in time, which will save me lots of time later. And one of the flags that I want to apply to that file is this one. So I'm going to start the file as I clear the last text box, and now the flag has been applied to this file. Now with this flag applied, I'm just going to save and reload file 1. And so the flag that gets set on this file now is that I can collect gratitude crystals. And gratitude crystals happen to change bits on Skyloft, which we can use to set flags in other areas. And it all comes full circle. Well, yeah, I'll run start with hero mode file on file 1 and files 2 and 3 being blank. Alright, now it's time to climb to the Earth Temple. This guy's going to run into the lava. See you later. Thank you for the good luck, Mac. Also, thank you very much for the 26 months, Deku Nuts, and for the good luck, of course. Glad you've enjoyed all the years you've been subscribed. Alright, let's not die to these guys. Okay, so the door to the Earth Temple is actually open right now. But we still have to watch this cutscene because we're forced to. So these Magmas are talking about how it would be really cool if they could get inside the Earth Temple right now, but how it's locked, because apparently they went blind. And they're like, wait a minute, we can just tunnel our way in. And Fi says, hey, you know, we should really find that thing they were looking for so we can unlock the door that's in front of the Earth Temple right here. I don't know what happens if you get the key. Anyway, let's just enter the Earth Temple, shall we? You go away. So now that we're in Earth Temple, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get bombs. But to do that, we have to cut some ropes first. So the reason that I'm Skyward striking these ropes and then jumping into the air is because it skips the cutscene of us having to watch the drawbridge. Oh, thank you. I turned the camera that way at the beginning of the temple because it actually freezes the platforms that are in that room. Since when things are off camera in Skyward Sword, the game saves memory by, like, freezing them, so it doesn't have to worry about them. And so then I can have the platforms be on a much better cycle when I get to them. I don't have to wait. I hope I don't die to the bomb in front of me. Wow, I didn't die to the bomb. These guys get annoyed if we shoot the slingshot at them and then we skip a cutscene. Okay, good. That position was very sketchy by the Lizalfos. Yeah, transferring files does get annoying because we have to do it basically every time we want to start a new run. Well, yeah, you could use a homebrew manager, but, I mean... why? Like, the system is already built in to manage the save files for the Wii game. It might be slightly faster to use the homebrew manager for all I know, but I'm not sure. Alright, guess what we're gonna do next, guys? We're gonna die. After we save. Oh no, we died. Alright, so I'm going to select File 2, because File 2 is going to open up the gates so that I can actually get to the upper academy. Or not the upper academy, the lower academy. And I want to specifically open up the doors here with file 3 selected. Otherwise the game's going to crash, and we don't want that. And then I'm going to go over and talk to Pivot, who's in the yellow tunic. And I'm going to start my first file after 7 text boxes with him. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay! Alright, now at first, this is going to look like it doesn't do anything. But I'm instead going to go and jump into the lava here during the cutscene. But nothing is happening during the cutscene, and then I'm going to die. Oh no, what a shame, we died again. Oh, but would you look at that, now the bridge is raised. That's convenient. So that skips the ball rolling section. And it also conveniently gives us back 6 hearts, which we actually want for the boss fight. Can I briefly elaborate back in time? Back in time is where you continue the game on a game over screen and then reset the console, either with the home menu or with the reset button on the Wii. On Wii U, you're forced to use the home menu if you want to do it. But what essentially happens is the game sort of tries to combine the actions of respawning on an area and also resetting the game, so it respawns you on the title screen, if that makes sense. Which is why we suddenly void out on the title screen for no reason. But once we void out, we're in a playable state while being able to do stuff on the title screen. Yeah, the ball rolling section was discovered, like, I want to say 5 or 6 days ago. I learned it last Saturday, so it's almost a week old. Have I ever powered off my Wii trying to reset? No. Usually what happens is you'll sometimes, because sometimes you die, but you don't die to do back in time, you just die to, death warp. And, sometimes I'll do a death warp, but then I'll accidentally reset the console because, for some reason, I think I have to do back in time. Thankfully that hasn't happened in a while. Now we're going to fill up our bomb bag. Then we're going to take 2 hearts of damage. Surprise, surprise, I need to die again later, so I need to take damage where it's convenient. Well, there are some RBMs that just automatically, get set in memory. They're usually, cutscenes and stuff. Like, the cutscene for the camera panning around near the platforms was enough to make it change the next time we loaded in. No, we do not want to die mid-Skuldera battle. We do want to take damage, though, so I'm going to set down a bomb right here before throwing one in his mouth. Then I'm going to hit the eye exactly once, and then we're both going to take damage to the bomb. Now, using my overpowered Skyward Strike, I will deliver some Skyward Strikes to him. And by going far enough away, he'll just try to eat a bomb again, instead of charging after me. here. Alright, excellent. That was the fastest Scaldera strategy you can do. That strategy is really hard to do because the eye can move around very randomly. And there's a lot of nuance to how you have to react based on where the eye is and which rocks happen to blow up off of Scaldera's face. Alright, I'm gonna need to pick up some more bombs here. Yes, delayed clawshots saves a very minimal amount of time, like a minute or something. But it's still a time save, so... Why do I jump right every time? There's absolutely no reason to jump right, and that's just for 5 extra swag points for each run. Is that the rate on the black market right now? 400 swag points for a record? Oh. Man, they've gotten lazy with those prices. Back in my day, it was 4,000 swag points to redeem a record. What does the speedrun black market come to? Yeah, getting the clawshots takes several minutes to get, but you also lose several minutes because there are, like, certain optimizations with the clawshots that you can't do. You also have to do some pretty slow stuff during a few sections to get around using the clawshots. How do you get to Sandsea? You go to Sandsea after you get clawshots. Because the whole idea behind this route is that we delay getting the clawshots until we automatically get them in Bokoblin Base. Good morning, 2D Link. Ah, you're welcome, Onahino. There are actually quite a few people that use them for that. Alright guys, we're saving at a statue. You know what that means. Time to die again. No, we don't use the clawshots in Ancient Cistern. Or, well, we did, but they only saved like 5 seconds. Alright, time to do more bit warps. And after this bit warp, we're gonna run out of bounds for a minute. So this bit warp puts us all the way out here. And now we have to run back so that we can get inbounds at a different point, which would normally require the clawshots to get to, but we don't have the clawshots, so we gotta do this. Yeah, it is kind of surprising that the collision extends all the way out here. Also, thank you very much for the 4th month of Twitch Prime, La Wolf. Glad to have you back. Alright, so this gets us into the Lanayru Caves, which is an endgame area. Oh my. And the Goron's not here to block the crawl space, so we're just gonna go over to the Gorge. Also, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription, Liberal Lucifer. We're not actually going to do anything here, though, except to get this bird statue so we can fly back to it later. I need more bombs, though. Alright, so I have to remember to push down this minecart right here, and slide in the sand. I don't have enough stamina for that. Pushing down this minecart right here sets a specific flag that we want. Yeah, we get the 5 gratitude crystals after Lanayru. Now we're gonna run all the way over here and get the hook beetle. Because we need the hook beetle for one thing in the entire run, which is technically skippable, but it's very inconsistent at the moment, so we're still gonna get the hook beetle. Now we have to defeat 2 Technoblins. Oh wow, he ran out. Okay, this is an interesting fight. Dang it. Interesting. Okay. Normally we'd want that one Technoblin to stay inside the cage, but he decided not to do it that time. Alright, now we got our hook beetle upgrade. Alright guys, we're saving. What are we gonna do next? I'll give you a hint. It involves Link screaming. Alright, so this time I'm actually going to go over to Betrow again, but this time I'm going to RBM the Betrow flag onto file 1 instead of file 3. Yay, now the shed's open. No, yeah, the lava hop is still fastest in Earth Temple. Oh no, spooky file again. The file's gonna scream at us, guys. Now the file's nice, though, so everything's okay. No, hold on. Wrong text box. That would have been bad. Alright, so skipping that cutscene caused an environment scene flag change, which committed to the bit that we just set with the BitMagic. So now we're going to leave. And then we're going to go back into Lanayru. Since, as it turns out, one of the things that the game saves is which bird statues you've seen. So, by RBMing Betrow on the Lanayru region, the game now thinks that we've seen the Temple of Time statue. So we're just going to fly into the Temple of Time right here. And as it conveniently turns out, you can enter the Lanayru mining facility from the back. So this is all you're going to see of Lanayru mining facility. It's over. Alright, now we got the harp, so we'll split. Now here, we're actually going to save and quit the game. And we're going to open up file 2. And the reason we're doing this is because we specifically need to die in some place that is not the Temple of Time. Because for whatever reason, Back in Time does not work in the Temple of Time for some ironic reason. I don't know why. So we have to do Back in Time here instead. Alrighty. So here we're going to be doing some special stuff. I'm going to open file 1 and then collect this stamina fruit. Then I'm going to save file 1 onto Skyloft right here. Then I'm going to open up file 2. Now Phi's going to talk to me. Now the Tree of Life seedling is magically in front of us, so we're going to dig it up and apply it to our first file. And now here we are on Skyloft with our Tree of Life seedling. Now we need to go get 5 gratitude crystals. So that trick with the seedling works by setting a specific temporary flag in the Farron Woods file that we had. And when that flag was interpreted by Skyloft, Skyloft was like, oh, that flag means that The Tree of Life seedling is planted here. Thank you for the gratitude crystals. Also, thank you very much for the raid party of 17 and the good luck Ryzakin. Alright, now it's time for us to go off to Eldin. What? Hello. Let's run off the edge. There you go. Yes, early Skykeep is still not a thing. Alright guys, it's time for that thing again. Alright, so this time we actually want to get a reward from Betrow. Specifically the reward for 5 gratitude crystals, which is why we just collected 5 gratitude crystals. Because now when we open up file 1 and open the door at the same time, we're going to get the 5 gratitude crystal reward from Betrow. Hey, the shed's open again. Alrighty. Thank you very much for the reward. Alright, so now we've applied this flag to our file, but the flag's not going to update immediately, so instead I have to die again and reload the area while causing a scene change. I'm gonna blow up this rock to do that, since I have to blow up this rock anyway. And doing all of that will spawn in this trial gate. Yay. So now we can go get the fire shield earrings. I haven't counted how many times we die in this route. It's probably close to like 30, I would imagine. So getting into this trial early is useful because it's what allows us to ultimately skip all of Sandship. Or not all of Sandship, but all of Sandship after beating the bow. Or after beating the bow. After obtaining the bow. English is difficult. As a native English speaker. Alright, so now we just gotta collect all these tiers here. RBM stands for Reverse BitMagic, and it was the new trick that was discovered a little less than 2 weeks ago for this game. Hello. Where do you want me to aim? Okay, this is weird motion controls, but I guess it'll work. Should have tried playing the remote flat before I entered here, I guess. Hey, Adi, thank you for the good luck. Excuse me. You're supposed to grab the edge, Link. Yeah, let's try this again. There we go. Alright. You know, you could Skyward strike with a stab. Oh yeah, that's a thing you can do. It's only used in one place in the run, but it's pretty cool where it is used. We use the Skyward stab, as we call it, to stab Girahim 3 in the chest from a large distance away. The routes converge when I get the last part of the Song of the Hero from Levias. Okay, I guess I wasn't in the trigger quite yet. I needed to take damage from that bomb, just because, what do you know, we're gonna die again. This one's gonna be a pretty brutal death, actually. Link's going to explode and then fall into lava. Now I'm going to select file 1 while collecting this stamina fruit. Then I'm going to save this file so I can get the B button onto Back in Time. Now I'm going to die in Back in Time. Oh no, we died. Alright, so I triggered the Gossip Stone while in bid, which sets a specific flag for a frog over here to already be watered. And wouldn't you know, it's the frog that would normally be required for the clawshots. Also, for some reason I have to exit the area for the flag to apply, so that's why I did that. Okay, we are really messed up with the controls here. Okay, there we go. So that RBM that I just did is going to hydrate the second frog in this area. So we have 1 bottle of water to hydrate the first frog, and make the flames go away. But now, the second frog is already hydrated, so we're just going to go right through. Goron's still going to talk to us from really far away, though. He's very wise, that's why we're zooming in on his face. Thank you for the good luck, Benja Ninja. No, dumping water on the last frog unfortunately does not work. A novel idea, though. Can we just get on top of this thing and, like, drop some water on it? Now we get to meet Groose. Alright, so we have to go learn the Ballad of the Goddess so that we can actually raise up the Gate of Time here. Now we have to do harp playing with Impa. Oh, come on. Too fast on some of them. Alright, so now the first imprisoned spawned in. But no one likes the imprisoned, so we're just going to leave. Everyone say goodbye to the imprisoned. The only reason we can do this is because of the fact that we did the early life tree seedling. Or, no, not early life tree seedling. We did the early Thunderhead sequence break earlier. Because if you want to get into the Thunderhead normally, you have to fight the imprisoned. Also, it's finally time for us to go to the Ancient Cistern. Alright guys, I hate to inform you, but we're gonna be saving again now. Specifically, we're gonna be dying in the water, because that brings up the game over screen faster. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the run, sleeping. Everyone get your nightcaps on, because we're gonna go sleeping again. Alright, bedtime. And alright, sleep time is over. Everyone wake up. So we needed to make it nighttime because I'm gonna go collect another gratitude crystal. Specifically the one over here in the pumpkin patch. So what did that do? Well, it did something. We'll find out what it did later. It did not make us run up that wall. Ouch. And thank you for the good luck, ZT Lex. Alright, we're gonna get money. Because we don't get any text when we collect money underwater. Nice. Alright, well, that sucks. Now I can't do the fast strat on Galactos. Oh well. Yes, I discovered reverse BitMagic myself, accidentally. Hopefully we don't die here, but I think we'll be okay. Time to fight. First phase done. Oof, he got me. Now he's dead. Well, he actually did a half heart of damage there. It wasn't even one heart. Alright, so now we're gonna whip this thing and make this water spout go up. And after this water spout goes up, the boss door is going to open up. Because logic. Also, thank you very much, Kevien57, for the 2 months of Twitch Prime. Glad you've enjoyed the stream. Alright, so since the boss door is open, no reason to get the boss key. Reverse BitMagic is all this... It's the technique that's making all this random stuff happen in-game that I'm not actually setting the proper triggers for. Alright, so unfortunately I'll be losing time here over what my best segment would normally get. But oh well. If I had at least 2.5 hearts, that wouldn't be happening, but I only have, like, I think it's 1 heart, so I can't do it. Should really learn the backup strat for this, that it does 1 bomb. It's a little bit slower, but it's at least something that works. Also, thank you very much for the Tier 1 community gift sub, Painless. Actually, you could probably place down 2 bombs and then just slingshot them, when I think about it. Maybe. Oh well. Strat to practice for another day. If at all. What? Why are you doing that? You wanna, like... There you go. Also, thank you very much for the 7 Tier 1 community gift subs, Painless. That's very generous of you. I think that puts you at 300 if my math is correct. Hey, Coloctos, why do you do this? Thank you. Congratulations to everyone who got a subscription, and thank you once again for your generosity, Painless. Alright, so thankfully it's possible to very easily one-cycle this guy. For some reason, the Skyward Strike does an insane amount of damage to Coloctos, so he's dead now. How's the run going? This run's not that great, but it works, so I guess it's okay. Normally a Skyward Strike does 16 damage, I believe, in hero mode with the Goddess Sword, but when you do it on Coloctos, it does 64 damage for whatever reason. Thank you for the Yellow Rupee Fire Ferret. No, we're not doing Hook Beetle Skip. I do have the Hook Beetle with me. Alright, so now that we're already here, we're just going to go ahead and collect the water basin right away. So that we can instantly take it back and open up the Fire Sanctuary. No, I checked the water basin, I didn't want to do that. Let's talk to the Water Dragon instead. There we go. Yes, the True Master Sword always does more damage than the Goddess Sword. Also, here's this robot we never fixed. I know, Painless. Thank you very much for your generosity of the 300 gift subs. Was that your goal? I feel like your goal was something else, but I might have been wrong. Okay, yeah, so it was 300. Alright. Well, congratulations. Oh, 500 next. Oh boy. Yes, there are still a lot more things to RBM. We still have at least 5 more to do in the run. In the last 2 hours here. Wow, Oscar. I mean, I'm not surprised that that's happened, but... Yeah, Painless has done 5-bit spam for 8 hours before, which was a little bit ridiculous. Also, hello, Bash. Welcome to the delayed clawshots route. Oh no, we died. Oh, okay, I see, Bash. Well, good luck with that. It sounds intense. Alright, this Bokoblin is bad, so we need to kill him with a bomb. Go away. To figure out how to not make that guy come over here. Alright, time to run past enemies. Alright, this should be okay. Alright, yeah, looks like we're good. Alright, excellent. We made it! Oron's still here. How you doing, buddy? Would a bomb skip be possible? I mean, you can technically complete the game without bombs, but you have to get bombs to get to that point. The robot's freaking out about the enemies, because the entire point of this is you're supposed to defeat all the enemies to make the robot, or to make Scrapper get through the water basin. But with some, like, clever camera work and movement, we can, like, get through without really having to defeat any of them. Okay. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, we're going to have to abuse Link a lot right now. So I hope you guys are all ready. Time for death number 1. Yes, it is that time where we've gotten to die, 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 leave, re-enter, die, boss key. Alright, Painless, thank you for the good luck. Alright. First we have to sleep again. So sleeping here is going to cause the gratitude crystal in this house to appear. Right over there. Alright, one death has been completed. Now it's time for death number 2. Alright, this time we're going to check a bird statue. Alright, so now I have to break a very specific pot to get this bit to be committed. Okay. I broke the pot. Now it's time for death number 3. I can't drop the water thingy again because what made it work last time was the cutscene of the water pod dropping, and we don't get the cutscene twice. Alright, now it's time to go check a different bird statue. The heck, that was weird. Alright. Now I actually have to cross. Now we're going to leave. Alright, say bye to Fire Sanctuary, everyone. Also, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription, The Only Raver. Oh, hey, look at that. We can fly into the Fire Sanctuary. Let's see where this leads. Oh, wow, would you look at that? That's the boss door. Isn't that convenient? Alright, now it's time to die again, though. And now it's time to check the final statue, the Bazaar statue. Alrighty. Now there's one more small thing I have to do. I have to go and break a pot over here. And after all of that, that allows me to go into this room, or that allows me to fly to the overworld bird statue, go into this room, and have the boss key be accessible without the mod limits. And without using the clawshots either. Yay! I had to break the pot or else the value that I RBM'd wouldn't stick. Because the pot caused a scene change that made the value stick. Whoa, hello. Good motion controls. Now we can complete Fire Sanctuary. Isn't that nice? Nice. Really? That was really slow. No, I haven't counted the deaths yet. Ah, don't stab. I have no idea what happened right there. Alright. Hey, a heart container. No, there's no damage difference between the white goddess sword and the goddess white sword and the goddess long sword, I should say. I grabbed this one heart container just for safety, and because I can get damage down quickly despite getting it. Is this WR pace? I don't know, is it? We'll have to find out. Stay tuned. Best possible time's lower than some of us because the splits are messed up right now. There are a lot of people trying to learn Skyward Sword now. Oh, I wanted to get damaged. Thank you. By pulling out the slingshot, I can avoid the knockback that might normally happen. But yeah, Demon's trying to learn. I know that my friends Photon and Zelu are also learning. And then a lot of people who used to run the game are coming back, because the game's actually substantially different than it's been in the past now. Yeah, DF wants to run it, that's true. And then, of course, like we said, Demon's relearning it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Nimzo wants to come back. Nimzo will come back and destroy us all again. Yeah, TLO's done some runs. Indy Kenobi's done a run. Test Runner was doing practice. I don't know if Test Runner plans on doing runs. Because the route's still, like, constantly changing for a lot of people. Alright, down we go. More damage. Alright, hopefully we can do this strat correctly. Wow, we stayed on the imprisoned's head. Really, hopefully we will. We should. Yeah. Wow, we stayed on his head again. The imprisoned must be really bad at throwing us off of his head. Quite a shame for him. Makes this fight really short. Hey, Armos Aviator, thank you for the best of luck. We were able to stay on the imprisoned's head by doing a jump slash for the third spike hit each time. Because if we do a jump slash, then we're in the air when the game tries to begin the throw-off process. And if you're in the air, the game can't put you into the proper animation to get thrown off, which is required for some reason. Oops. That was not the right direction. This game reuses the Imprisoned Girahim and Skirbo/Dreadfuse. They're different names, but they're technically the same boss. Just different designs. Oh, and Moldarak, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. We don't fight Moldarak at all in this run.
Hey!
Yeah, the Sandship mini-boss. Who for some reason then appears in the Sky Keep with a different outfit. How's the run going? This run's not that great, but we can PB, so. Also, thank you very much for the 4 months in a row, Jake Foster. Glad you enjoy the content. We dig right there because that's what you need to do to get the life tree fruit for the Thunder Dragon. So we have the life tree seedling, but it requires a lot of time to grow. So the gimmick there is that you have to plant the seed in the past, and then it grows into a giant tree with the fruit in the present. But the reason early life tree seedlings save so much time is because we can do this the first time we come to the past, which normally we can't do. So it saves a lot of backtracking to get the life tree seedling like we did in Back in Time at around the hour-and-a-half mark. Now I can stab the fruit to get it. Alright guys, we're saving. What's gonna happen next? Oh no. This is the last, or no, this isn't the last use. This used to be the last use of Back in Time. It's not anymore. This isn't an RBM, this is just a bit save back to Skyloft, because we need to go to Skyloft next. But flying away from the sealed grounds takes forever. Alright, time to buy an air potion. I didn't buy a hearts potion this time. Next part of the run's kind of boring because it's just talking to lots of people. This is the lore part of the story, but clearly we can't understand what's going on because it's in Japanese. And we can barely speak English, so there's no chance of us ever understanding Japanese. I mean, story-wise right now, we're sort of, like, looking for the Triforce, in a sense. Like, this quest that we're doing called the Song of the Hero quest is just basically one giant search for the Triforce. Which ultimately ends up being on Skyloft. So first we asked the headmaster for information. The headmaster's like, oh, this professor knows something, so now we're going to this professor who's told us that there's a giant beast in the sky that we have to go fight, so he's going to teach us this special flying technique which we perform by pressing the A button, which is clearly very difficult. Oof, I almost got juked. Oh, that was too early. Dang it. Alright, well, this is slow. How optimized would I say this run is? I don't know. Can definitely be optimized more, I would say. We probably still haven't found everything with reverse BitMagic that we're going to be able to find. Oh, nice ADHD. Glad that's done with. Now you can enjoy me flying around and talking to people. Yep, more talking. No, SGDQ submissions closed in March, and this game didn't get interesting until May. No, I don't live on the East Coast, I live on the West Coast. I mean, yeah, I will be submitting this for AGDQ and GDQX if that's still a thing this year. Although GDQX is short, so I don't know if they'd want a game that's 4 hours long for GDQX. Oh yeah, if we found the Hylia's door bit, then we would have sub 3 pretty easily. Well, there's another potential 10-minute time save if we can, what was I gonna say? If we can find a specific bit that links to being able to open the Fire Sanctuary, or being able to hydrate the Fire Sanctuary water frog, without needing to collect the water basin. Because then we could also open up the waterfall to Lake, or the waterfall to the Ancient Cistern as well. Which would mean we wouldn't have to do all the complicated stuff we do to get to Skyview too early. Uh-oh, guys. I have to fight an arrow now. Excuse me? Oh, alright, well, that was a failure. I guess we're not fighting an arrow. That actually doesn't matter too much. It's just the death itself is slow. I have to wait. crap, did the right one miss? Oh no, I did right the first time. I'm dumb. Yeah, okay, that was my fault. Or I did left the first time. Alright. Bad gameplay. Can you not do that? I thought you could do that. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Hello? Okay. I'm very confused now. Whatever. Figure out that strategy later. Wow, Levias decided not to move. Yay, the air exploded. No, it would be about 230, Oscar. That is correct. Well, you wouldn't get Hook Beetle, so probably a little bit lower. No, Armor's Aviator. We're not doing Wumbo Skip this run. Well, you can't RBM multiple bits at once. If you want to RBM multiple bits, you have to do them all separately. 1 RBM per bit. Alright, now the question is, where are we? We're unfortunately very far away. What pace is this run on? I don't know. I'll have to finish it first to find out. No, Jace didn't do this route. Is my refrigerator running? Probably. Hello, Nat. Hey, Brickles, thank you for the good luck. Thanks for the good luck too, Nat. We do Elden first because it's one of the closest to regions that we can go to after exiting the Thunderhead. Farron would make for really awkward routing if we did it first. We also need to get items from Bokoblin Base, which is what we're doing now. I've done Breath of the Wild speedruns in the past, but not for like more than 2 years. I kind of just did any percent runs when the game came out for like a month. Yes, we can get items that we didn't unlock. Well, some of them. We can't get all of them. Specifically, the one item that we'd want to be able to get that we can't get is the bow. But the clawshots and gust bellows we can get. We can't get the bow because the bow is in the very last chest that has the rest of our items, and that chest only gives us stuff back if we already had it previously. We're gonna see it demonstrated when we get there. Thankfully, these Bokoblins are kind of blind. Ugh. Sir, you are in my way. Please move. Delayed clawshots doesn't save that much time. Only like a minute, I think. Or somewhere around there. Hey, look, another item we never had. Yay, early platform cycle. They didn't take our harp, though. This item we did have, so not a surprise that we can get it back. This is the part where everyone in chat learns that you can whip bombs. Hello. Hey, Darknick. This run's alright, but it's had some mistakes. Oops. Yeah, I'll get them afterwards. I'm gonna need more slingshot seeds, but I need to be able to make it to this platform. Because right now I only have like 2 Deku seeds, I think. Yeah. Gonna need another drop. Ouch. Oh, can't go around that way. Good bonk. Skipping the mob moments themselves saves like 5 minutes. What the heck? Hello. Hello, Speed and Sam. Alright, I have enough bombs. I never trust the position of this guy. Yeah, we had some attempts that died earlier. Sword! So this is the chest that gives us back stuff that we already had, and as you'll see, we do not get the bow once we get it. Just the hook beetle, which we already had. Oh no, we died. This right here is another time lost to not having the bow. You have to use the hook beetle to cut these ropes. Alright. Off to go fight the imprisoned 3. Why did the goblins invade the volcano? I have no idea, honestly. I think it's supposed to represent, like, continuity, because when you go there with Scrapper, the Bokoblins are, like, trying to scout out the place, I guess. And then, by the time you come back for Bokoblin Base, they've, like, properly set up camp and stuff. Did I bring my roommate back home with me, or just his legs? It was just his legs that I brought back. These are not my legs, those are his. How do I feel about a Skyward Sword randomizer? I mean, it depends on how good it is. Hey, we stayed on the imprisoned head again. gonna go turn off the AC. Enjoy the vibrating Leroy. Oops. Yeah, I've missed the link through to the Imprisoned before. Not very often, though. No, the second time you defeat the Imprisoned, it's 2 triangles, and the third time is 3 triangles. The reason the second time is 1 in the speedrun is because we skipped the first Imprisoned. So the seal gets set wrong. Alright, thanks for the good-looking Knight and Wolf. I mean, we already did buy the air potion, yes, so we're not gonna lose time to that. Yo. Yay, finally. Oh boy, a rupee. Nice. Okay. Oh, rip, I missed. Nice. Alright. We did it. Oh, thank you, Tyler. It's definitely an interesting match. I played surprisingly well for it. Alright. That was probably pretty decent, except for missing that one tad temp inside the tree. Thank you, Shadow. No, we're not gonna get on top of the minecart next time. There's no reason to, because we have the hook beetle. Not really the other Tyler. One person got disqualified, so... because of that, me and the other person to our left are just going to do one best of 5 to finish off the tournament. Nice calibration. Oh no, we died. Alright, so now we're gonna do a bit warp to skip using the small key that we just collected. Because instead, we're gonna use that small key to open up the Sand Sea afterwards. Oh, well. There you go. Uh-oh. No, that cave... I'm pretty sure that cave is just a loop that contains like a bunch of rupees or something. If I remember correctly. Nice. Also, yeah, we got a green rupee. Above the loop at the top. Oh, is there like sand spilling out from it or something? Alright. Wall time. Okay, it's probably just like an aesthetic cave then that doesn't go anywhere. Alright, good night, LF. Oh no, we drowned. But hey, look at that, the minecart's farther forward now. We can't skip this area because we need a very specific layer on this map, which we can only activate by manually getting the minecart all the way to the end. Alright, so I can see. It is possible for us to set the minecart at the end immediately, but that doesn't set the correct map layer for us to talk to the Thunder Dragon, unfortunately. So it is no bueno. Ugh. I don't want that. Yeah, the layer changes during the fade out where the minecart's climbing the ramp. Oh no, guys, I don't have the bow. How am I going to get rid of this BMOS? Alright. And the BMOS missed. Alright, we tried to get on the minecart and we failed. Oh. I'd only wasted a few seconds, it's fine. I needed to take damage anyway, so it wasn't all bad. Dang it. Wanted to try taking damage from that. So yeah, during that fade out right there, the layer switches to the correct one on the map. No, we don't want to sit because we don't want more health, because I'm gonna need to die again soon. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, blue splits are because of new route. Wow, another blue split. There are 2 bombs. That should be enough. I'll get one more just in case my math is wrong. Hey, Rohunk, thank you for the good luck. Alright, guys, we're saving. You know what that means. Oh no. Happy Saturday, Lavatars. Alright, it's now time to go to sleep for the final time in the run. Permanently. No, I'm just kidding, it's only for a few seconds. But if it was permanent, that would be pretty epic. Alright, sleepy time is over. Oh no, we lost our sword. Oh no, what are we going to do without a sword? Alright, we collected the gratitude crystal. Now, what did that do? This is Skipper, the pirate man. Or pirate robot, I guess. He's like, I don't know where my ship is. If we want to go find my ship, we should get a map at the X right here. But Link's like, nah. I know where your ship is. Your ship's right here. Alright, congratulations, guys. We did it. We found the ship. That wasn't so hard. Uh-oh, guys. We're saving. What is gonna happen? Oh, I'm scared, guys. Just kidding. We're not dying this time. Link gets spared. Momentarily. I already had bombs selected. When did I do that? Uh-oh. Guys, there's an explosive on the ground. I don't like the look of this. Oh no, he died. Well, that's a crying shame. But it's a good thing it brought us right back up here. This guy looks fun. Let's fight him. Ouch. Yeah, this fight's much easier with the Master Sword compared to the Goddess Sword. Ouch. And he's dead. But is he really dead? I get the sneaking suspicion that he didn't really die and he'll be back later for revenge. I'm not sure a bit warp is, or not a bit warp, I'm not sure a bit save is actually faster here, but I haven't timed it, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go the easy way. Because we have to go to Thunderhead, we don't have to go back to Skyloft. If we had to go back to Skyloft, a bit save would almost, like, definitely be faster here. Yeah, sub 3 Bokoblin Base is really weird to see. But it's because we do it first, obviously. Well, yeah, specifically for the ending of the Song of the Hero quest, you have to go land on the dragon, or land on Levias, who's not a dragon. He's a Leviathan. Coincidence. Hey, we actually did the harp cancel. Wow, we didn't have to hear Fi sing. So yeah, if you cancel the harp right as the last flower petal begins to appear, you can just kind of skip the whole duet thingy. That's a good question. I don't know what the other people on Skyloft see. And I consider not dying as much. No, I only use not dying as a last resort. Oh, I have to wait for this guy again. Uh-oh, okay. The cool thing about this water is that it's solid. So we can use it to run across the lake here, or the pond, I guess. Use it to run across Skyloft much faster than trying to go around the other way. Oh, come on. Ooh. Really? Hello. Okay. That was bad. Nice. Oh, why do I always miss this ladder? Ugh. Gonna have to wait for this guy, aren't I? Take your sweet time, Mr. Watcher. This is a suspicious amount of time save. Excuse me? Okay. Apparently we had to watch that guy go, ooh. Yes, school is out for the summer. I study computer science. Did I select bombs? Favorite programming language? I don't know if I really have one. Just kind of use whatever. Nice. Yeah, you have to keep the camera turned away from the pumpkin patch floating whale. It actually happened to me in this run where I made a mistake like that, where the camera got too close. And I had to like restart back in time because you get locked there. Hello. What? Hello. I had the blue thing. Okay. I mean, yeah, for the most part, JavaScript kind of is a bunch of nonsense, but it works, and I guess we kind of need it to create web pages, or at least decent web pages, so... Nice. The one item I am missing is the bug net. Yeah. So, we shoot it at the correct position and at the correct angle at these eye switches, we can get them to activate, despite the fact that they're supposed to be covered. Yes, the time save you see right now is real. Well, part of this time save, Oscar, is from the Magma mid skip that my PB didn't do. Well, my PB was also really bad. Oh wait, I didn't get that arrow refill. Okay, well, hopefully that's not necessary. How did I completely forget to do that? Really? Alrighty then. This room was bad. I have 7 arrows left. That should be enough if I C-charge all of them to make sure. I'm going to be a senior my next year of college. The last year. No, I was supposed to get the arrow refill after the power trial laser. Or after the Triforce of Power. Didn't we just fight this guy? I don't know, he looks familiar. He's back for his revenge. Well, he got defeated even faster that time. Alright, here we go. I do not have a beard. Alright, 7 arrows. Alright, we survived. Oh, hey, there's an arrow drop. He's dead. So is this guy. It is time. With only 7 hearts, no bottled fairy, and a shield that's slightly damaged, the hero will make his way to defeat Demise in less than 4 hours. Hopefully. Now would be an appropriate time to post arms if anyone would want to. Alright, can we run up the wall? Let's find out. Yes. Away we go. Ouch. We only have 3 hearts left, guys. Will we be able to do it? I need to douse for something? Oh yeah, huh. I should have done that. Right, I can skip cutscenes. It is now time for the Skyward stab. To 2-cycle him. And now it's time for the thick sword. interesting. Missed ZFG by a few seconds. $3:53:56. A 14-minute PB. I think this route saves time, guys. Alright, well. It is currently midnight. Is sub 4 possible? Good question. No, I won't be streaming tomorrow. We have confirmed the eradication of the Demon King. Anyway. This run was alright. Clearly we can save time based on what happened in the beginning here. What else? We died on Levias. Yeah, if we find 7x04, we're faster than Twilight Princess. What else needs fixing? Lost a few seconds on Thunder Dragon. I think we lost some time on Bokoblin Base. Oh, right, because we flew after Levias. Lost time in Skykeep. Yeah, we should be able to improve this time. I think of other mistakes I made. I feel like there's something here that I'm missing that was bad. I feel like. Alright, guys, well, like Fi, I have to go to sleep. Just not for as long as Fi, thankfully. So, I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching my Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword any % speed space run in 3:53:56. I will see you guys probably Sunday or something. Goodbye.